Your hustler's mindset is what's going to be the main cause of your downfall. A lot of people base their worth off of external things, such as money, such as cars, such as people outside of them. They say things like, I'll be happy when I get this car. I'll be happy when I get that house. I'll be away from this thing right now. A lot of people focus on what they lack, not what they have. It is hard to get out of the mindset of not needing more. And if you become in the present and you realize that God has given you everything that you need in this moment of time, even if it's not external, you are not worthy from your external possessions. Your car, your house, your status for other people does not matter. It doesn't matter because God is not looking at that. God is looking at you. If you're basing your heart, your mind, your soul off of things that give you small pleasure, it will be a little harder to obtain everything you want. Now, the thing with hustle culture is that when you put in a lot of work, when you put all your time into doing something, you will receive something back. And that's what people focus on. But people don't realize that half those people that do that do not know themselves. They know money. They know how to count money. They know everything, how to do this and how to grind and how to get your money up, how to get you that new house that you want. But they don't tell you how to love yourself. They don't tell you how to enjoy what you're doing. They don't tell you that yourself, your being, is not validated by any of those things. The thing that validates you the most is recognizing yourself. It's realizing who you are. It's realizing that everything that you have inside your mind, inside your body, inside your spirit, inside your soul goes longer ways than anything that you have in real life. Because when we die, we leave with our flesh, our soul, our minds, all of that. We don't leave with that house that we just spent $100,000 on and spent a whole year working nonstop to get. Like, we don't leave with that. And the joys in life will always come. Like, if you're not thinking about everything that you lack and you're not thinking about everything that you don't have, you're going to start seeing the beauty in the things that you have in this moment. Like, a lot of us are so attached to our past that in the present we focus on the future because we don't want our future to look like our past. You already know that if you pray to God, you only have to pray to him once and he's already working behind the scenes for you. But if you're not doing the personal work that you need to do, that God intended you to do, he's going to make you delay. He's going to delay you and he's going to send you exactly what you need. He's going to give you that. He's going to make you lose your job. He's going to make you lose those friends. He's going to make you lose that relationship because you're identifying yourself as those external things. You are not your boyfriend. You are not your job. You are not your house. You are not your car. You are you. You are a vessel of God's energy. You are an extended consciousness of God. You are meant to spread the word. You are meant to spread love. You are meant to spread kindness. You are meant to say the things that will make people think about it and change in their life. You are meant to create anything that you possibly want. Our whole life, everything around us, our society is built off of things that people have created. Our land, everything that's on this land is man-made to an extent. Like, everything outside of us has been created by someone who thought that this would be a good thing, and people made houses so that people wouldn't have to worry about sitting outside when it's raining, sitting outside when it's hot outside, sitting outside when it's cold and when it's snowing. Now you have a space, you have a house to protect you from whatever it is. And even then, you can lose that house. You can lose everything. You can lose everything. And the only thing that you will not lose is yourself. And people lose themselves when they start basing everything on the things around them. Their self-respect, their self-love, their self-worth, their self-orientation. Like, being self-oriented is not being selfish. Like, you have to genuinely be able to put yourself above anything to hold your peace. That doesn't mean be angry. That doesn't mean start arguments. That doesn't mean always prove yourself. That means you put your mind above anything that can falter that. In the moment of somebody arguing with you, you know that your peace is worth more than any of that because they are reacting. and you're trying to live, if you're a reactor, you're going to let everything that isn't the way that you made it out in your brain, you're going to see it, and if it's not lined up with what you truly were thinking about and what you truly want, you're going to react to it in a negative way. Everything is not going to go your way. You're not going to get everything you want because it's not what you need. That's not saying that you're not going to get that multi-millionaire house. That's not saying that you're not going to be a billionaire. But you got to realize there's much more to it than the stuff that's outside of you. Like, who is the billionaire? Like, what have you done to become a billionaire? Like, I want young people especially to realize that hustle culture and having the mindset of feeling like you always have to be on go is only harming you more. It's only straying you more away from yourself because, like I said, you're chasing external things for the betterment of your internal. But you got to realize your internal is what needs to be chased by the external. Your internal is going to attract everything outside of you that you truly need. The hustle culture is going to get you into a mindset of feeling like you're not worth anything else. That's why we have a whole bunch of YNs. They would much rather take somebody's life and lose their life to get money, to get riches, to get that new watch, to live the life as these rappers say it and how these people talk about it in the songs. They would much rather live somebody else's life. They would much rather do what somebody else is doing so they can obtain the same exact thing. They gain the material possessions, and in that time they're slowly losing themselves to the drugs, to the money, to the everything. They're losing their self, and eventually they die. And not even because God is killing them or da 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 da. In a way, they're putting their self there because they would much rather be in the external world than live inside their mind because they're so uncomfortable. A lot of people are so uncomfortable with their mindsets because they're so uncomfortable with the things that aren't lining up what their ego has. Like, your ego is trying to survive. The more you feed into your thoughts and your emotions, the more that you're feeding it. Like, feeding your ego is not just feeling like you're prettier than somebody and you got more than somebody. Like, it's much more than that. Your ego is what makes you hate everybody. Your ego is what makes you feel unworthy. Your ego is what makes you feel undeserving of everything. And once you realize that you have so much in your current space, like, even if you grew up in poverty, like, you probably grew up in poverty, but you still had a mama that did everything that she could to make sure you had everything. You probably grew up living in the most biggest house, and you still crave more because external possessions do not mean a thing. The love that you give and the love that you receive is what means the most. The way that you can stand up for yourself and not explain yourself, not prove yourself, but stand up for yourself, for what's right, for your morals, for your values, for all of that. The way that you protect yourself can break you or make you, genuinely. You protect your thoughts, you protect your confidence by standing up to everybody that makes you feel like you're wrong. In reality, sometimes you might be. Only because your ego is what's leading you. It's not your mind. It's not really you. Like, it's your soul leading. It's your ego trying to take that first-hand role in your life. When truly your soul should be in line with your ego, so you can truly know what it's like why do I want these desires? Why do I want these external things? Like, what inside of me is leeching onto the idea that I need to buy that new house, that I need to get that new car? Like, some people are thinking of it as, I can't really go anywhere because I don't have a car. I can't do this because I don't have a car. I can't be my true self because I don't have my own space. I can't do none of this because I don't have my own apartment. Like, I can't wait to leave. I can't wait to do that. And that was me literally like 3 days ago. Like, every time I learn something new, like, I'm making sure that I go within myself, and I'm also sharing it for other people. Because once I share it and I'm talking about it out loud, for me, I can come straight back to this video and realize, like, okay, yes, I said that and I know what I'm saying. Like, I understand that. Like, I'm not my external values. Like, my value and my worth is not based on my external possessions. Like, I know that my heart, my soul, and the mind that I carries much more weight than any money, house, car can buy. Like, anybody can take your house away. If you don't pay your bills on time, you can get evicted from your apartment. Therefore, you will not have nowhere to go. Your car, you can get into a bad car accident and your car is completely totaled. Somebody can steal your car at your parking lot. Like, somebody can do something. Y'all, don't mind this sweat. Anything outside of you can be taken away, and God will show you that. Like, once you start identifying as your possessions and the things that you have, and also identifying as the things that you don't have, like, God is going to show you. God is going to show you. A lot of us spend so much time inside our mind. We identify as our mind. If whatever our mind is telling us, we think is true. But in reality, that's what's limiting you. You are not your mind, because your mind can be your ally or it can be your biggest enemy. And if you start identifying with both of them, you leave yourself in the confusion, tumble, like just always wondering what is, like always questioning everything. And it's good to question yourself. It's good to question why you're thinking about this. Why am I feeling like this? Why am I going about this way? But if you do not do the internalized work, you cannot expect much outside of in the external world. Like, you will still gain everything that you want, everything that you need, but at the end of the day, you will lose yourself, and it's not worth it at all. It's not worth it at all. Like, I really want my young people to realize, like, you are not based off of what your parents lacked. You are not based off of what you grew up in. You are not based off of any of that. Your life is your life, and you're here to do what you were meant to do. You need to start taking time to journal, taking time to just meditate and listen to what your thoughts are actually saying to you, because half the time you don't even know. Your unconscious mind is limiting you every day because you are focusing on what you lack, and you want to go to work so bad, you want to do this so bad, you want to find the next best thing to start making money, but at the same time you're trying to do things that you don't love. Like, you're trying to find stuff that you never even thought of doing, and just basing it to an idea that I need to do this so I can make money. Find what you truly love so you can gain everything in the external world. God will give you exactly what you want. God will give you exactly what you desire, but he wants you to do what he wants you to do in return. Like, you can't expect him to just do everything. He is watching you. He is within you. He is walking with you. Like, he wants you to be a leader of yourself. He just wants you to surrender and let go of the idea that your life is based off of what's around you and what you don't have and what you have. Like, be grateful for what you have and do not focus on what you don't. You will realize that, like, especially if you, like, for me, I want a new apartment and I want a car. And for a minute, it took me a while to get back into the comfort of being at my old house, only because of, like, trauma that I've been through. I kept saying that I want my own apartment so I can have my own space. I want my apartment so I can grow. Like, I want my apartment because I feel like I can't grow here. In reality, being back here brought me into a place of solitude and a place of peace, to where I could genuinely just cry and figure out so much about myself. I have learned so much about me, my mind, my soul, and my ego. Like, I realized what I was clinging myself onto. I realized the ideas that I was holding on to, and not realizing what was actually in front of me. God has given me so many resources for me to continue to grow, for me to get that apartment, for me to get that car. Like, I know that God will never bring me back to a situation without me needing it. I had to figure out why I needed to be back here. And I know why. It is for me to realize that everything that God has given me has been a blessing to me. Not even if it's not even just like a physical thing or a mental thing. Like, maybe it's physically beneficial for me. Maybe it's mentally beneficial for me, whatever it is. But I know that God will always put you in an environment or a situation that he wants you to overcome. He wants you to grow out of that situation. I want you to realize that your lack is not your worth. What you have and what you don't have is not not what your life is based on. You have to love yourself, love the people around you, extend kind words, extend love. Don't extend curse words. Don't extend hatred. Don't extend unworthiness to other people. Don't extend your faults to other people either. You can vent. You can have friends to talk to. You can have all of that. But at the end of the day, if you realize that all you talk about is what you don't have, all you talk about is the things that you go through, then you're the problem. You're going to continue being your problem until you stop identifying with the things that you have been through and the things that you don't have. You will never get out of it if you don't get yourself out of it. Because if you can get so much advice, you can have so many people come around you and tell you, God is doing this for you. God is da-da-da. I'm doing this for you. Like, you can have people literally fall out the sky and give you $1 million right now. But at the end of the day, if you're not willingly thinking about the bigger picture, the bigger purpose of why it's happening, then you can't really get too far within yourself. You're going to continue being uncomfortable with the uncomfortable, and you don't want to get uncomfortable with yourself. A lot of these young kids don't want to be uncomfortable with themselves, but you have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. And I really want you to realize God is always with you, and God is going to always give you exactly what you need and what you want. You just have to genuinely live in his image. You have to live knowing that he is within you. You have to live knowing that he gave you all the resources, all the knowledge, and all the wisdom for you to continue moving in this life. Get out of that hustle culture mindset. Get out of your own mind and start identifying as the person that you want to be. Learn yourself and realize that you are not your name or this physical body. You are spiritual. You are your soul. You are what's inside, not what's outside. Get out of that hustle mindset. Get out of that feeling of you needing that you always need to do something. You are perfectly fine when you rest as well. Rest and stillness is what brings you the most power. Finding time in your solitude to genuinely uncover the things that you've been lying under, that you've been like pushing down inside yourself. Uncovering that will, I promise you, will get you to greater heights than you can ever imagine. It will get you to a feeling of euphoria that money and the house and the car can never buy. I love you all. Whoever's watching this video, I hope you really resonated with it. I hope you find something in it that makes you feel liberated. I hope you realize that you are not your outside. I love you so much. Thank you for watching.